Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. This is an afternoon game. It has been quite a while since I've played. I was gaming over the weekend and I did not get enough sleep at all. And then I got back and I had to watch kids and I didn't get enough sleep. And it took me a while to get back in the groove of things, but this is Thursday? Boy, the week did go quick. And I'm playing. And then since I didn't work Saturday, I put into work Friday. So I will be working at 4 a.m. tomorrow, which means that after this game, I'm going to be going to bed. But anyway, we got some action. Oh, I see people are taking names. So Trey has changed things a little bit to try to simulate how an actual in-person game would happen. And so we're pulling our chairs out of a bag, and then we get to sit down, and our token is already where we're seated or something, because that's how they play in real life. With yeah, it's hard to get all the chairs in the bag, but it works. But anyway, I see people are picking their chairs, and their names are getting put in there. So my background is inspired by the fortune teller, which one kind of fortune teller is a Chinese fortune cookie, I guess. So that's what that's about. I have said this before, but I am running out of ideas. And yeah, but here we are playing Troll Brewing, where literally all of the ideas are dead. Anyway, show you the roles in the game. Hopefully I pick a good chair. I get to decide who my neighbors are. It's very interesting. All right.
Steven's forehead.
Do I even have a choice yet? No, it does not look like I do.
No, you were last. You are the librarian.
Cool. I'm glad that my not choosing hasn't made me evil. I don't see my spot.
Huh?
Oh, forehead. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm let me write my night order down here real quick. The first person who picked a minion, I was like, okay, so this number is your demon if you want to wait in suspense and watch whoever's name pops up.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I was explaining to the viewers how you're trying to simulate real life and how you had us all pick our bags or pick our chairs out of a bag, just like you would if you were playing in real life.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, yeah. All right. I'll be back.
Oh, I'm not going to get librarian information.
Well, no, I'm gonna go down the normal night order. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll put your actual name in there so it'll do you. All right, as the librarian, you're gonna see. Hold on. You're gonna see Rankin or Elliot as the butler. Cool. Thank you.
All right. So the top 3 roles are kind of boring. I've done them before, done them different ways. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to claim that I am the Washerwoman, and I am going to go to both of my people, and I'm going to tell them that I saw them as a role and ask them to claim. I'm going to have a fake role that I saw them as. Obviously, my outsider will not comply. If they both comply, likely I am drunk and I was given an evil person. So that's what we're going to try. See what happens. Alright, so sometimes people will exchange, like, give 3 rolls, and then the person says which one they are. So the 3 I picked are Empath, Ravenskeeper, and Slayer, and I'm going to say that I saw them as the Ravenskeeper. We'll see how it plays out. I should probably come up with my bluff rolls. I don't know.
You like that?
What wisdom do you hold in that forehead?
Is everybody here? Yep, everybody's here. All right, everybody. I'm going to open breakout rooms. I had 2 Glens on here, so I need to rename one to Lucy.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to give you guys 8 minutes. Go have fun. There you go.
Forehead, want to chat?
Nope.
Elliot, can I have a chat, mate?
Yeah, that's fine. My room, because I didn't hear who said it.
It's Glenn. So, Elliot, I'll go to your room.
Rankin,
I was
Yeah.
Okay.
you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Brody, if you
I
want.
think the two
All right.
Stevens.
Yeah, I totally ignored.
All right, who is that, George?
Your room?
Yeah.
My room.
All right,
Yeah,
come to
ready.
you, my room.
Hello.
I got it.
I got a ping on you.
Oh, what was the ping?
Townsfolk.
Wrong.
I am the Washerwoman.
I'm an outsider.
So I can give you 3 rolls if you want to tell me which one of them you are. The Empath, the Ravenskeeper, or the Slayer.
I'm the butler, and I picked you
You picked me?
because you like the vote. So I thought I'll
Yeah.
vote, then you vote.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, I'm happy to come clean, but I am because it's not an exciting role.
What are you gonna do? What did you say?
I'm just going to come clean. To
Why?
everyone.
No, don't do that.
No.
No.
Okay. Also, I think there may be a spy
Why do you think that?
because I'm in the night order. I'm second last, and there's a good bit of time between you saw me. and
You
back.
chose to meta. You son of a bitch.
That's quite fun, isn't it?
I think that you should lie about your role, and I think that you should cause mayhem, and I think you should not be honest with anyone.
I like
I'm
it.
not joking.
Just have fun.
Well, here's the thing. If you claim to be the butler, then you're going to get yourself killed, and you're good, so why would you want to get killed?
Yeah. But you're the washerwoman, which is the top 4 role, and they'll try to kill you too, which is strange.
That's correct. Yeah, so we'll both get killed.
Yeah.
And then our heads will be spinning, and we'll lose.
Am I allowed to ask about what was your other ping?
What?
Who was your other ping?
You and Elliot.
Elliot. So he's potentially good.
Potentially good, just like you're potentially good.
Yes, but if I wasn't good, the butler's not a great bluff.
Well, typically speaking, well, the way I've seen it played more often than not, the top 3 get, well, actually no, the top 2, the Washerwoman and the Librarian, get a good player and a bad player. So once I confirm the good player, the other one's evil. So I'm assuming since it's not you that's the good one, that means that you're the evil one.
I'm the evil one. Okay.
Well, that's typically the way it plays out.
That could be fun. I like it.
But definitely don't tell anyone that you're the butler.
Okay. I'll try not to.
And I'll vote every day, so you won't have to worry. You can vote whenever you want, buddy.
I'm going to pick you every day until you die.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, you can technically pick me after I die. It's just that you can't vote as
can I?
often. Can't vote as often after I die because I can only vote once.
It's not as fun. I don't normally vote, so I'm going to have fun with this voting.
Sounds good.
Right. Perfect. Talk soon. Jeremy, yeah? I'll chat. Your room?
Sure.
You're the bottom.
Why do you have 2 names, Glenn?
Oh, yeah, I do. My little pet, Monty, he's hanging around at the moment, looking at me with big brown eyes.
Thought maybe you weren't dead yet.
We have to guess what pet it is.
Oh, okay.
Sure, Lucy. I'm
Your
going.
room.
I'll go to mine.
So let's do this again, Stephen. And this time, if you give me 3 for 3, let's just be one of them be right, please. Don't
Why?
lie to me.
Did I lie to you last time? Was I evil?
You've always lied to me.
No, I've always done right by you.
Okay. Do you want to do 3 for 3 or what do you want to do?
3 for 3 sounds good. You want to go first or second?
Second.
Okay. I am the Empath, the Ravenkeeper, or the Slayer.
I'm either Slayer, Fortune Teller, or Ravenkeeper. So basically,
Double claiming 2 of my 3.
Hmm. Well, but you're lying, so.
Yeah, the problem is when you double claim 2 of my 3, it's hard because I don't know which one I'm lying about and which one I'm telling the truth about.
It's just that I can't tell you, because I've been talking to people, so I kind of need to stick with that, I think. Or
Stick with what?
Suspicious with my 3 for 3. Maybe.
Oh, you're not gonna switch up your bluffing?
Well, I want to trust you.
I want to trust you. But I think I was burnt by you once.
You lie. I think you're lying because you always lie to me.
Is that a problem?
Yes. Unless we're in the same team, like the evil team, where I know what you are.
No, I have to tell you what I am if I'm evil.
Well, if I'm evil, I should know. Well, at least I know you're on my team. Right?
Yes, that is true. I do not know if you're on my team because I'm good, and you might be evil.
I'm not evil. I'm gonna go.
Sounds good.
But I'm not evil.
All right.
Thank you.
Elliot, I need to speak to you.
Oh no.
Okay.
What did I say?
My room.
Lucy, you want to chat?
I don't know.
Oh, now 3 people I wanted to talk.
What did Lucy say?
Nothing, dude. She just told me she didn't believe me. Why? Did you and her have a feud?
No, it's that when you said you needed to speak to me, she said, "Oh no, what did I say?"
That's funny. I am the Washerwoman, and I saw you as a possible townsfolk. So I was going to give you the 3, and if you're one of those, you can tell me that you're that one. I saw you as the Empath, the Ravenkeeper, or the Slayer.
I'm not one of those 3. I'm a different townsfolk.
Okay. But you are a townsfolk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Nominations are open.
Any virgins, outsiders, first nighters who want to come out?
I nominate George P.
All right. Lucas nominates George. George P. All right. What's your accusation?
Well, one of the 3 roles he gave me was virgin. I hope it was virgin. I guess it's not.
Yeah, sorry, it's not virgin.
I was fishing over one.
George, would you like a defense?
Yeah, so clearly of the 3 roles I gave you, virgin is not the correct one.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
I mean, if Lucas is evil, I mean, then we should go
Oh,
with
of
Lucas.
course.
All right. Would anybody like
Quite
that
some
information? All right, I'm going to start the countdown on George, and it will start with George.
Oh no! Don't kill poor George.
Oh crap.
Oh, I haven't claimed my seat
That's
yet.
a swing timer. Oh.
All I know next time, if I'm the Baron, I'm claiming Virgin, and I'm going to giggle my ass off when somebody votes for me.
I've done that before. It's a lot of fun.
All right, 3 votes is not enough.
Jeremy nominates Brody.
Yep, good. Woohoo!
Jeremy nominates Brody. What is your accusation, Jeremy?
I've cleared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and Brody isn't one of them.
Oh, I'm talking to you tomorrow. You're killing it.
Wow. What are you doing?
Is that 100% confirmation there?
Yep.
100%.
Definitely.
100p.
No, 110.
Brody, your defense.
I'm not evil, and if you consider the possibility that the people you might have cleared might be lying.
But I'm
actually.
Jeremy, did you consider that?
I didn't.
People lie.
Would anybody like to add any pertinent information?
Yep, I also cleared 4 people, and Brody wasn't one of them, and I was going to nominate him for the same reason.
David, I tried to talk to you first, and you just left.
Dude, I did not want to talk to the demon first. That was.
I'm your neighbor.
All right, I'm gonna start the countdown. It's gonna start with Steven. Here we go.
Talk to Brody. I don't think he's a good kill.
Yeah, it's not a good kill. I don't
He's
think.
not. I don't think he's evil.
I stand corrected.
I think one of the other 8 people you haven't cleared, Steven, is probably the better.
All right, we should go for one of the people I cleared now.
I've now cleared 6 people. I'm including Steven.
Very 100% confirmed.
I'm pretty sure I didn't put 6 virgins.
Part of me wants to counter nominate Jeremy, but if he's actually the virgin, I don't want to do that. Jeremy, are you the virgin?
I'm not the virgin. You can feel free to counterclaim or counter nominate.
I nominate Jeremy.
Brody dies.
Brody nominates Jeremy, and
Brody, that would be so evil.
Brody, your accusation.
Because he's not the virgin, and he nominated me. I think that. Yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got shit right now.
So all you had to do is just say petty. Jeremy,
I'm an outsider. I'm not the bad outsider, so you can kill me.
don't you mean the good outsider?
The troublesome outsider, not the troublesome.
Would anybody like to add any pertinent information to Brody's nomination of Jeremy, the good outsider? I mean, the bad outsider, whatever outsider you want.
I'm the bad outsider.
Nope. All right, we're gonna start the countdown. It's gonna start with right there. You go.
Oh my god, so many votes. People
Oh,
are just being.
Okay, you can have my vote too, Jeremy.
Sorry, better earlier, people voting than later.
Wow, George, what a jerk. Sorry.
All right, 6 votes is enough.
That's no way to talk to the new player.
George D, the one that killed him.
She's not dead yet.
Right.
I nominate Soren.
Nice one.
Minion panic.
All right, Steven nominates Soren. And Steven, no. What's your accusation?
Jeremy cleared a heck of a lot of people, and I cleared a heck of a lot of people. And if we're both good and we both are right about everything, we pretty much have this game solved after we talk tomorrow. So I don't want to kill him.
Oh, awesome. Then
he can't share his information after he dies, and I don't want to lose.
Spoken like a true werewolf player.
Soren, your defense.
I don't know what the fuck is. Sorry, I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm a bad kill, and I'm pretty surprised that Jeremy is voting for this because he knows what I am.
I do know what you are, which makes me surprised that you voted for me.
You said you wanted to die.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Any pertinent information
I'd rather keep the person who clears 5 people per day.
Per day.
Well, if it keeps on clearing 5 people a day, and we're going to have everyone
Oh,
cleared, and then
God.
we'll be in trouble.
Alright,
Else is 100% confirmed. Also, there's definitely no overlap between the people that Stephen's cleared and the people that Jeremy's cleared. So we've pretty much cleared 10 people at this stage, which is impossible. But
All right, this setup already stinks. Can the saint come out so we can re-rack?
I'm going to start the countdown. It'll start with Brody. Here we go.
what are we doing?
Yes.
This is
I
mental.
never,
Well, let's see
I
if we
never
can tie it.
realised.
Well, I
I
have no
never
problem tying you at 12.
I never realised Stephen was so short.
Yeah. Well, I had some problems.
Aren't you like?
I mean, it's
6'5"
incredible
or
when your
something?
head is smaller than the fortune cookie. That is incredible.
All right, 4 votes is not enough. Jeremy is still on the chopping block. Hey, you guys can complain about his forehead all day long, but I just watched a video where I had to stare at his tits, so.
And the day is not improving from there.
I'm confused. What?
That was not a blood on the Clocktower video. Something different.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are complaining about my forehead. Here, you can look at my chest, and I'm like, all right.
I think
All right.
we're
I'll start my 10 count. You guys gonna get any more on Jeremy than 6? Only
I think
4
a
people
nomination
have nominated
Elliot
so
would
far,
be
so this
nice.
nomination's
I'm not sure it's a good move, but I want to kill Stephen.
So
I'd rather kill Elliot.
Yeah.
He jumped
Have
on
you
the
nominated-
outsider train.
Have you nominated him?
We're at 3. So
I can't.
you gotta
Nominate
nominate who
Elliot.
now.
Oh, you can't.
I'll
I nominate
myself.
Elliot
All right, Lucy nominates Elliot.
for the reasons Lucas will explain now.
What?
Yeah, if this goes wrong, it's all your fault, Lucas.
Okay, Lucas, go for it.
Elliot's jumped on the let's kill the outsider train, which always makes me suspicious of people.
All right. Elliot, you defense.
If by jumped on, you mean I was one of 6 people to vote for Jeremy? Because that's the only vote I've had this time. I would agree I was one of those 6, along with the other 5.
Yeah, but I've cleared those 5.
Yes. You know, I got Jeremy's list. You don't, Elliot.
And it's like the super clear where you know that the information they share is also accurate.
I've got information on a couple of people who've told me what they are, nothing really to verify it. So I've just been, I suppose, listening to the conversation and throwing my vote in there. I thought there was a consensus as to something that wasn't too bad with a player who said it wasn't a bad idea.
All right. Whoops.
Anyone wants to watch for Elliot?
Yeah.
I have some pertinent info.
I haven't talked with him, but I can watch for him.
You clearing him?
I don't think Elliot is evil. Look at that happy face.
We all just lose our seats.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked on a button when I went to go start the countdown, and I had to go back, and so I'm the one who kicked you guys all out.
The storyteller saved Elliot
I tell you.
from execution.
I nominate Trey.
I mean, I thought
Wow,
someone got a
that's
good
pretty
ping on me or something.
All right, yeah, everybody, please take your seat. I accidentally just kicked everybody out.
Again.
And I will re-nominate Elliot. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the countdown on Elliot, and it's.
But
going
seriously, anyone wants to watch for Elliot?
I think we should get a couple more votes.
I'm the recluse, and I've heard of a Chef Zero, so that clears Rankin and Lucas.
All right, let's get a couple votes here.
The recluse could count or not count depending on how Trey's feeling.
Yeah.
That's not how I do it.
7 votes is enough to get Jeremy off the chopping block.
Sorry, did you say Chef Zero or Chef 1?
Chef Zero is what I heard
Chef
from
Zero.
someone.
Okay.
That's the Chef Zero with a recluse is as good as Night 1 Empath information. 100%.
It's a 3-person clear.
Confirmed.
I mean, I'm not a good kill, but make sure that.
Unfortunately, it doesn't give me any
Nominate
extra.
Stephen.
Elliot nominates Steven. Elliot, your accusation.
I'm not a good kill. He was mid-sentence, and I thought I'd let him finish it.
All I was gonna say is, unfortunately, the 3 people that you just cleared are already on my list, so we don't have as much crossover as I was hoping. I am not a good kill. The game will end if I die because I am the saint. But
It's fine, Peter. I poisoned you last night.
You claim saint virtually every game I play with you.
first of all, I don't think I've ever claimed saint. I was the saint once, and I didn't even claim it because I didn't want to tell people my actual role.
So if you don't claim saint when you are the saint, you expect us to now believe you are the saint when you claim it.
Yeah.
So there's a Baron, I guess. Jeremy, have you cleared the Baron?
No, but I know Steven's in a hard double claim.
So, Ivo, did you seriously claim Saint now?
Yeah, I'm the saint.
I think we should definitely kill him and re-rack.
All right, would anybody like to add any pertinent information?
For that, this game seems to be going no.
All right, I'm going to start the countdown on Steven. It'll start with George.
I do have pertinent information, which is that I won't have time to re-rack. So if you kill me and that we lose, then that'll be that for me.
So we can get rid of Steven. It's a double win. It's a
It
win-win.
sounds like a bonus. I'm in.
So the interesting thing is the hard double claim with Steven didn't vote for him. So now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I do have information on that. We swapped roles. I was hoping to get killed as the Ravenkeeper, and we would not kill him. Role swap. It's a thing.
All right, 4 votes is not enough, so I'll start my 10 count again.
So are you saying
Elliot
you're
is on
actually
the
the
countdown with 7 votes. This has been an
Here's the
eventful day
thing.
1, y'all.
Probably we're still going.
I really thought I was going to die. I would've been thankful.
Jeremy, if you're the demon, I'd be so pissed at you.
Fair play.
All right, with that, Elliot has been executed and dies, and the game continues. So head to your rating.
Told you.
So it was a comment that Lucas made me think he was good, and then a second comment that he made that made me think he was the saint. Also the fact that he was talking to the recluse. However, I will point out that if we have a butler, recluse, and saint, then either we have found either we found an evil player, or there's a drunk and a butler. I am, for one, am okay with there being a butler, because I don't mind outsiders. However, it does suck that we would have a drunk. Not as big of a fan of the other situation. I do believe Rankin, so it would be between Lucas and Jeremy, and I did believe Lucas. So I think if we have 3 outsiders in a row there, that there is a drunk, which is not myself. Oh, so that's what I believe.
All right, everybody, welcome back. In the night you learned that Brody has died. And I will open the breakout rooms and give you guys 7 minutes.
Lucas,
you want to talk?
Back, please, Elliot.
Are you
Brody?
there?
Peter, can I get in
My room,
on
Elliot, please.
Peter, can I
Jeremy?
get in on that chat?
Pardon me?
Yes. Can
Jeremy,
I do that 3-way?
I'll go to you, Glenn.
Jeremy,
Okay,
can I be part of that?
Sure.
All right. I'll go to your room, Peter.
Up to Glenn. You can pop in.
Have you solved
See
the
if
game
it's
yet,
out.
Stephen? You should have cleared about 11 people by now, no?
Lucas, what are you doing?
Hey, Steven has to jump in. I told him it was up to you.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, Stephen, you claim to be the saint.
I'm not.
Okay, okay, cool. You're messing around, right?
Well, here's the deal: is I am a top 4 role, and top 4 roles get killed because the town is stupid. So I didn't want to claim my role. And I also like claiming a fake role, because the person that then persistently says, "No, you're lying. That's my role," I know is good, because an evil person would be like, "Shit, sucks."
Right. So I was gonna stick my hand up to you because I heard someone who only soft claimed to say.
I was
and
thinking
thought-
Lucas was the saint, but I don't know.
Right. But the reason why I kept it down was because in the end, the person who was up for a nomination, who eventually ended up dying, was Elliot, who's my next door neighbor. And I wanted to talk to mainly Jeremy about this because apparently, Jeremy, you know what Soren is. I don't need you to tell me who he is, actually. All I know is if my info is correct, he is good. He's a townsfolk, right?
He claimed townsfolk to me, yes.
Okay, so but my role, I kind of need to kind of make a little bit of space, if you know what I mean. So I was potentially, I was quite happy to see one of my next door neighbors bite the dust.
What number did you get last night then?
0.
You got a 0 the first night?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was just going to say how tenuous is Soren holding on to his life? Does he really need it? I don't know what he is. Is he a top 4 maybe? I hope.
Why do you want to kill Soren? So you can see that I'm evil?
Yes.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather kill Lucy to see if Peter's evil.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But I also...
Are you guys in it together? Have I just fucked up?
No. No.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Well, Stephen, I assume you're the librarian.
I am.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I cleared Rankin. He's the butler.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I can tell you that it is good because I always play things poorly. That's like my thing. And so I told him I was the washerwoman, and he was like, "Well, then you don't need to talk to me because I'm an outsider." And then I just continue with my shtick. I saw you as either the empath or the Ravenkeeper or the Slayer, and he goes, "I'm the butler," which is what I saw him as. And then I went and talked to my other ping, which was Elliot, and I did the same dumb thing with him, and he claimed that he wasn't one of the roles that I said. And then a bunch of nonsense happened in public that you saw.
Well, if everything's okay from my end, he happens to be good. I know he gave me 3, and to be honest with you, I kind of know who he is now based on the 3 he gave me, because if he were, unless he's given out information now, if he in his 3 claim he gave 2 top 4 roles, so the other one I'd rather him stuck around, to be fair, but to be honest with you, at least it's opened it up. Now I can kind of see a little bit further.
If, Glenn, I believe you, and I believe the chef number, then I think it is...
Who's the chef? Is it Elliot?
And one of the Georges. Lucas claimed chef to me.
Right. Lucas claimed chef. Right, okay.
And you said it was Chef 0?
Yeah, prior to me claiming recluse to him.
Yeah. Right, okay. In which case, then, essentially, we kind of got something in and around Lucy Peter area, plus...
Lucy, Peter, George... Like, if Elliot was evil, then it would be Peter, Elliot, and one of the Georges.
Yeah.
Which adds up in my book.
Yeah.
Yep, let's kill Lucy so we can get a read on Peter, because Peter is the one that we need to worry about. Peter and Jeremy, if they're evil, then they mess things up.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, fine. I was going to try and chat to Lucy, but...
You can still do that. I'm going to run. I like this, though.
Lucy nominated Elliot, right?
I'm going to head out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, I'm going to head out. Rankin, I'd like to chat with you.
Yeah, let's chat. You're in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Remember what I told you, Rankin. Lie to everyone about everything.
Glenn, would you like a chat?
George P. Okay, yeah, cool.
Soren, I need to talk to you.
Do you want to come to my room?
Okay,
come to my room.
Okay.
Lucy, can we talk?
Okay.
Oh, where is
a lot of friggin' punch boards is good.
Come to mine again.
Yeah.
Hi.
So I am the empath, and I got a 0, so I know that you're not evil. I guess you could be the spy.
Yeah.
Would you
Well, I'm not evil.
Would you like to claim your role? I'm inclined to believe you, unless you're the spy. So basically, you're the spy or a good character.
Yeah, but I'm definitely not the spy. I am a good character.
So
I
which?
am. Yeah, I've half claimed to so many already. I'm the Slayer.
You don't want a hard claim to your empath neighbor? That's weird.
Yeah, well, the demon could just claim to be the empath.
That's ridiculous. What kind of a world would we be living in?
I'm actually pretty more. I would like to nominate Lucas today because he could be hiding, and he wanted to nominate George. And if he's evil, he would have spent the virgin.
When are you thinking about using your ability?
I don't know who I should pick at the moment. I talked with Jeremy about shooting him because he was the first I talked to,
Well,
so I could confirm.
Also believe we have 4 outsiders, so you potentially could be the drunk.
Is that why there's so many double claims? Is everyone playing different scripts?
Not only you try to figure out everybody's role, you have to try to figure out what script they're playing.
It's like the Snake Charmer game.
Oops, all snake charmers. Here we go. Nominations are open. Day 2 begins.
All right, I nominate Peter.
All right.
Yeah.
Steven nominates Peter.
The rivalry must continue. When Peter's evil, it's awful, and he's evil, so it's awful.
All right, Peter, your defense.
I'm fine with this because I think I'm the drunk.
The drunk demon.
Pertinent information. I was in a room with Peter and Elliot, and they both double claimed the same thing, which I don't believe either of them. I think Peter's a really good kill right now. Specifically, I think he's the spy.
Oh, he could be the drunk spy. That would be phenomenal.
If he's the spy, why would he double claim a role? But I do agree it's a good kill. I do reckon maybe that is they're both evil and they both tried to take the same blood.
Well, he could potentially be doing something like that to make it obvious that he's not the spy. Like, why would the spy double claim a role? Well, because he wouldn't. Peter's a phenomenal next level man.
Start the countdown on Peter, and it'll start with Lucy. Here we go.
Pertinent information. There's also a fortune teller ping on Peter.
I have my evil team as Peter, Elliot, and one of the Georges.
Which one? Which one?
I can't tell them apart.
I can tell you that I've Ravenkeeper cleared one of them.
All right, so 8 votes is enough. We put Peter on the chopping block.
And we're not beating 8.
It's a good thing we got rid of Elliot. He was really keen on killing the Saint.
Elliot, were you the Saint?
Yeah, I must have been poisoned.
Did Elliot just say shh?
It's laughing when.
Yeah.
What do you mean I was off this side? The game continued, didn't it? I was Undertaker.
All right, are you guys like done for the day? I was gonna it was like a first quick immediate.
I think this is a good kill unless Glenn is full of nonsense. If Glenn's full of nonsense, then my world falls apart.
And was the second ping on? Or it was Peter or Glenn.
Here's one thing I'm worried about. If Elliot was just evil and just double claimed Peter just to throw heat on him, but I was also suspicious of Peter before that point.
Did I ever do that?
Well, if we think Peter's the spy, he wouldn't have gotten a ping.
Hey, I have an idea. We could have oops all spies, and then all the spies would know the shenanigans. They'd be like, what the hell? We're all spies.
Or poison spies.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and start my 10 count.
We'll get a different Grim.
I'm going nowhere in this day.
No, it's.
Does that mean we're losing?
I don't know, Jeremy. How many people did you clear today?
It depends on depends on if I can trust Glenn. If I can trust Glenn, I cleared everybody.
I nominate
Peter,
Glenn.
Everybody.
Elliot, and one of the Georges.
I nominate Glenn.
All right, Peter nominates Glenn. All right, Peter, your accusation.
If he's the other ping in the fortune teller ping, it might be a better kill than me, even though I'm getting either poisoned or drunk information.
All right, Glenn, your defense.
I'm Townsfolk. I'm good. I get information each evening. I don't know if I'm poisoned or drunk. However, if it's between me and Peter, then yeah, Peter has definitely got to go.
All right, anybody want to add any pertinent information?
I think we should tie.
Pertinent information.
You did this
Peter.
yesterday. And that's okay.
Okay, I'm not going to vote for this.
My suggestion.
Peter wants to tie.
Peter now, Glenn later.
Is there
I
a
agree,
possibility? I mean, yeah, what kind of ping is this? This is a fortune teller ping, is it?
Fortune teller ping, yes.
Okay, in which case, then are we sure that they're not drunk or poisoned too?
There's also a red herring.
Yeah, I'm more suspicious of Peter than I am you, and based on what you claimed to me yesterday, I'm not actively surprised that you might be the red herring. Like, it's something to consider for later, but
yeah,
like, I think Peter's the better kill right now.
Any pertinent information?
I think we should tie.
I'm gonna start the countdown, and it's gonna start with Soren. Here you go.
What do we need
I
to
think we
tie?
should kill Glenn.
We're a few votes short.
Peter got 8.
Oh, I can't.
We need a
tie.
couple more.
We're just a couple short, guys. Come on. Let's vote, Elliot.
I considered using my dead vote.
All right, so 1 vote is not enough. I'll start my 10 count here when my hands are free.
Peter, what is your background? Is that Trouble Brewing?
Yes.
My background, my dad was born in Great Britain and my mom is Canadian.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
What about your foreground?
What about your forehead?
Lucy should be killed tonight.
Oh.
Wow!
Wow.
So,
Why me?
Elliot's clearly Evo, Lucy.
All right, with that, Peter
Why
is
Okay.
executed and died.
So Elliot is the spy. Elliot is he must be the spy.
I've got Elliot penciled in as the politician.
All right, everybody go to your breakout rooms, please.
Everyone that okay.
Everyone clear to go to the breakout rooms.
Everyone that is not cleared is the spy in my grim.
Everybody, welcome back to day 3. And in the night, you learned that Soren died.
That's what I was worried about.
See,
And
even your demons ignoring you. Elliot.
All right, Lucas,
Yes.
let's go to my place.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's Glenn.
Why do you think it's Glenn?
Because he was second ping on the fortune teller. Elliot and Peter were on a double claim, and I think Elliot pretty much outed himself as the spy.
Elliot and Peter were on a double claim?
Yeah, I think Elliot
Why?
did it to kill Peter.
So is Peter good or is Peter...
Peter claimed Undertaker.
And so did Elliot?
Yes.
Well, the Undertaker is the bluff for the spy, like it's built for it.
Yeah. And
Why
both
do you
of them
think
are
it's
dead.
Glenn?
Because it's just a feeling. It's either one of the Georges or Glenn for me. Because I trust you. What are you? Are you really Saint?
No.
No, yeah.
Now, I can tell you because I know that you're against this. I am the librarian, and I did not want to share my information because I don't want the town to say, "Oh, let's kill him. He's the librarian." No, that's very stupid. But I don't
And
want to share that information either because I also like to keep the evil team guessing. However, if the evil team has a spy, then obviously nobody's guessing.
Let me guess. You saw the saint.
No.
Oh. Who did you see then?
I saw the butler.
Okay.
And I've confirmed them. And I won't be voting on them. So if you don't want to vote on them, then don't vote for people I don't vote for.
Okay, fine.
I don't. I heard
I'm
you're the
chef.
chef Zero.
Yeah. Who told you I'm the chef?
I don't know. Well, I thought you were the saint. And then I said that, and then I think I was in a three-way that I joined without being invited, and I said, "Tell me everyone's role," and then they told me your role.
Great. So who is your main suspicion?
I don't know. I mostly have upvotes, so I believed Soren. I have a thumb up for Lucy. I'm not sure why. Oh, because of Glenn. Do you know what Glenn is?
No.
Well, he says he's empath. So if he's the empath, then Lucy's good.
Okay.
He wanted to kill Soren so he could get a ping on me, and then Soren died in the night. Which
nice.
But I mean that doesn't necessarily. I mean, random is random.
Yeah.
And then also because we have a chef Zero, that inclined us to believe that Jeremy's neighbors were good since he's the recluse.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is true, and if you're the chef, then it's definitely true because, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you evil?
Also, no, it would also make sense with Elliot and Glenn being evil, spy and demon next to each other.
Yeah. Well, I cleared Rankin.
Okay.
So if the three of us are good, the three like Rankin, Jeremy, and Lucas, which I read all of that as making sense. Then the four players that are not cleared, in my opinion, are possibly Glenn and Lucy together, and both of the Georges are not cleared. However, Lucy's clearing is strictly because Glenn said that she's not evil.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? What do you have? Nothing on Georges?
Elliot, Glenn, and one of the Georges.
Elliot, Glenn, and one. You said, should we kill Glenn today?
I would like to kill Glenn, especially since there was a saint claim on him, but apparently there's.
So who's the saint?
The same. I don't think we have the saint. If
I was apparently against a hard double claim on the saint.
Yeah,
it's not Soren.
Jeremy said the saint didn't vote on you, so that was weird.
Well, you also didn't vote on me.
Yeah.
That confirmed my belief that you were the saint.
Okay.
All right, I'm heading out.
Okay, yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, Elliot more or less just told me that he was the spy because he claimed my role.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, after last night, I think it's obvious that Elliot is the spy.
All right, Brody, let's talk.
All right, I'll come to you. Yeah, come to me.
Yeah,
no, he's actually not the spy, but
I don't have any info on you.
I'm the monk, and we have a spy, so I'm not surprised I died early.
The monk is like the most useless role in the game. Why would the spy kill the monk?
Because there are a few roles worth protecting. Like monk's not the worst to go, especially if people are poisoned or.
No, it's the worst,
whatnot.
especially when it's in the hands of Brody. My goodness, it just became worse.
Yeah. Well, I protected someone who I thought was the Undertaker, it was Peter. Peter, very soft claimed Undertaker to me, but.
I have Peter and Elliot both in as the spy.
Yes. And Peter claimed Undertaker to me. I followed him to Elliot's to see, because I did protect Peter, see, if what he saw Elliot as. Peter said he saw Elliot as Empath. Elliot claimed to be the Undertaker.
Now, that's an interesting development.
Yeah, and then when I just I know Elliot's evil, but I just want to see how evil. When I chatted with him, just for literally 10 seconds, I asked, all right, so what are you? He said, I'm the monk, which is my role. So he's the spy.
What do you think about Glenn?
I think he's a fine candidate to die.
I think he's top of the candidate list.
And yeah, it was quite good. It pretty much was just trouble brewing, just with the Al Hadikia in there, plus the politician. So
Okay.
and the widow as well. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. Welcome to day 3. Nominations are open.
I nominate Glenn.
All right, Steven nominates Glenn.
I second.
That's not a thing.
I know.
Well, if we trust Chef Zero and everyone thinks Elliot is evil, why do we go for Glenn?
Is there not a
Because
spy?
Elliot was the spy.
Spy Regis is good. Could be.
I have another weird piece of information, which is that somebody said that somebody else was the empath, and I believe that that was an evil bluff, and that there was some jostling of information.
Okay.
Glenn, your defense.
Yeah, this is quite strange. I am Townsfolk. I don't really want to give over my role. However, it's a little bit stressful because I did give my role over to 2 people. One of them has just nominated me. In my world at the moment, when I guess I'm going to have to out myself now, right? Because I think probably
sorry, Glenn. I do apologize if you're.
I don't think you have to.
Okay. I am the empath.
I actually believe Glenn.
And in the morning, on night 0, I woke up and I got a 0. So my thoughts were immediately, well, okay, cool, we've got 2 good people. I talked to them immediately. It turns out, essentially, it looks like Elliot was the spy, so that adds up. The second night, I got a 0, so that means Lucy and I believe Soren, yeah, is the is all A-OK. And then obviously yeah, so essentially what I'm thinking is there is potentially a poisoner here and the spy, and they're just absolutely messing with me at the moment. So I was hoping essentially that to convince Soren to kind of move out the way so that I can reach over and see Stephen. But I think by now, if there's a poisoner in the town, they've already latched onto this fact, and I'm just getting bogus information. So for that reason, that might be a reason to get rid of me. But
what did you get last night, just for kicks and giggles?
0 again.
Oh, good. So if you're good, then
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Glenn, because I think like there is a spy. I think we all know who the spy is, so everyone kind of knows. The team will know all our roles anyway. Not a big deal.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah. So I'm being messed with, but I'm bona fide 100% good. So this is not a good kill. We should be killing some evils, I think.
I have 2 names additional to yours, but I don't tend to like sharing that information until after we've lost.
So if the demon talked to the spy and knows the grimoire and has decided to kill what we think is, well, I don't know if Soren and Brody have outed their roles publicly, but to keep an empath alive, to me, that would mean either that the demon is as far away from the empath as possible on the grimoire that it would take a while for the empath to get to them, or because they know the empath is poisoned or actually the drunk.
Plus, if there is a fortune teller ping on me and Peter, then I'm guessing that fortune teller is one of the evils, right?
Or there's no fortune teller, or the one of us is your red herring.
100%. Yeah.
I'm going to start the countdown on Glenn, and it's going to start with Soren. Here we go.
I think this is a good vote just to get rid of that red herring potential.
Yeah, I agree.
What an interesting thing that's happened.
Just 4, right?
Wow.
No, we need 5.
5?
No.
No. It's
have to put Glenn on the chopping block.
This isn't a bad kill, but I'd rather win today. Brody, which George did you clear?
Oh, I'm not actually the Ravenkeeper. I'm the monk.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come out with it because we do have a spy. Me and Brody role swapped, so I'm the Ravenkeeper. I was claiming monk. He was claiming Ravenkeeper. So.
Jeremy nominates George D.
All right, Jeremy nominates George. D. George. So, Jeremy, your accusation.
I tend to believe Glenn. I again think the evil team consists of Peter, Elliot, and one of the Georges. And he's not going to die as Ravenkeeper, so let's kill him.
Yep, checks out.
All right, George, your defense.
You can tell the argument's flimsy because you just said that you believe that Glenn's good and you'd rather kill an evil player, and then you've ended that by saying, well, if he's the Ravenkeeper, we should still kill him because even though he's good, he's not going to die.
Well, dude, he had a compelling argument. He said we should kill you.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, sorry. I must have misheard that part. Go ahead.
For what it's worth, George and I talked to each other immediately. He claimed what he was right away. He could be the only way like he's evil is if he's the demon, but I don't really think that. If you want to vote for it, that's fine.
The only way he's evil is if he's the demon.
George, did you have anything else you wanted to say for your defense? Because it seemed like you were like in the middle of it, and then
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay, I just figured I'd let you do it. All right, so I'm going to start the vote on George, and I'll start with Lucas. You guys can keep talking.
I'd rather kill Glenn, but everyone I know who is good votes on that, so
I'd say that next time, Jeremy, please play me first in the next game.
What's that?
Yeah.
All right, 7 votes is enough to put George on the chopping block. Any other nominations for today?
Elliot, do you think this is a good kill?
I think we just made a mistake.
You think Glenn is the demon?
I don't think George is the demon.
No,
It could be Glenn. I'm perfectly happy to believe it could be Glenn and Lucas together.
That's not possible.
No.
I mean, I'm basing
So many
everything-
cleared players.
I
basing
strongly don't think it's
everything-
Lucas.
Why
Basing
isn't that
everything off of
possible?
Oh
Lucas.
yeah,
So
because
with
of
that,
the
George
thing,
D
yeah,
has
that's fine.
died, and the game continues.
No surprises there.
Everybody head to your breakout room. The game had ended.
So as is always the case, it's a hot ball of garbage. I don't actually know anything about either George. I will put in, I suppose, that he said he's the Ravenkeeper. I would also add that A, if you are the Ravenkeeper, or B, if you're bluffing as the Ravenkeeper, you should never say that you're the Ravenkeeper, because as soon as you know that the person's the Ravenkeeper, I guess the only defense is if you think there's a spy. If there's a spy, he's not going to die anyway, and that's probably good to have killed the Ravenkeeper in that situation. 7, 6, which means we have 2 kills left. And I think we still have a phenomenal 4-way trust if one of them doesn't kill. One of myself, Rankin, Jeremy, or Lucas. Like, let's say Lucy dies. And I don't know that we've said George as suspicious. Oh my goodness, I have no idea.
I nominate.
In the night, what?
I nominate Mia.
In the night, you guys learned that Jeremy has died. And breakout rooms are open. I'll give you guys 5 minutes.
Interesting kill.
Rankin, can we have a chat?
Jeremy,
Yeah,
I talk to you.
Yeah,
sure.
we can chat.
You can chat.
I'll come to your room.
My room.
Sure.
Rankin?
Yahoo.
Yeah,
Oh, can I have a chat with you?
sure.
Yeah, cool. Let's chat. Where do you want to go?
We can go to mine.
Yeah.
Elliot, I need your spy information so I know what to say. That
Hi, Steve.
Oh, hey.
Hi, dude. This is getting crazy. I got another 0. So
You could be
that
the
doesn't
drunk.
yeah. So essentially, we can only have 2 outsiders, right? I've
No.
heard. Right.
You can have all
No?
4.
Oh yeah, of course, the Baron.
Yeah.
So I could be literally. Yeah. Bloody hell.
You
What's
could
the
also
bloody
be
point?
evil.
What's the point of being a bloody empath and drunk? It's just such a waste of time.
That's how this game works.
I know.
You literally have to sift through all of the crap information, but then you also have to consider that your information's crap.
Yeah.
And it's a team game where you're not actually sure who's on your team, unless you're evil.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I've got I wanted to chat to you because obviously, like, I've got another 0. So
Yep.
I'm going to go on the assumption, essentially, that either I'm being poisoned or I've obviously let me go for one night. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Would Trey give me a 1 now if I wasn't being poisoned? I don't know.
Well, so if you are looking at an evil player,
Yeah, he would have to give me a 1 unless I'm going
if
poisoned.
you're
or
not
I'm
poisoned.
Yeah.
So I nominated you, and I actually feel that was not a mistake.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. In my world at the moment, I feel that potentially whoever, I don't know who it is, whoever the fortune teller is, potentially might be the poisoner. That's that in my world. Why on earth did they kill Jeremy as well? Because is he not supposed to be just the recluse?
Well, I actually was very unhappy that they killed him because in my book he's 100% confirmed, which so I'm not gonna say who I wanted to die, but basically if we whittle down, you know, I was like, you know, very unhappy that he died, personally.
Right. So night 0, when I got 0, Elliot being the spy and potentially Soren being the slayer, right, works for me. However, in which case, if the poisoner in my world was who did he or she poison? So, and my
Well,
thoughts
there is
are,
a world that fits together where you're not poisoned, which this is the thing about this game, is that oftentimes you actually do get accurate information, but you're so dang paranoid, and I'm not saying you personally, like you end up getting actual information the whole game, and you end up not trusting it. So one of the things that's being proposed is that it was Elliot, Peter, and George P. If George P is the demon, then potentially I'm shielding him, but I don't want to die. We have 2 kills left, so I'd be perfectly happy to kill him. And I suppose if he's not the demon, then we kill you. The problem is it definitely isn't watertight for me because, you know, there is another person that.
Well, in which case, I'll tell you what I'd like to see happen. I'm potentially going to have to nominate you then, because you're the only person I know that potentially might be standing in the way of me actually.
Well, the problem with that is we get 2 kills left for the game, and if you kill me, we have 1 kill left. So you have killed me as one of our 2 kills, and I'm not the demon. So I don't think that's a good play.
Yeah, but I get a read.
Yeah, but the problem is you get a read at the expense of. And on top of that, if there's a poisoner, like you're useless.
What is George P supposed to be anyway?
I don't know. I haven't gotten his information.
Oh crap! We need to know. We need somebody who knows. I need to find out.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool. Lucy, can you have a chat?
She wanted to talk to me. I don't mind if we have a 3.
You do you. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's go.
Stephen, are you still claiming
the saint?
Saint.
Yes, Lucy, I'm going to my room.
Okay. So.
I'm the librarian.
Yeah. I figured. Not. Yeah, I knew you were lying, but okay. So I'm the fortune teller.
Oh, good. I'm gonna come out as the fortune teller today.
Yeah, 2 nights ago. Okay, 2 nights ago I checked me and Glenn, and I got a.
I feel like that information is worth sharing publicly.
I still think we should kill Glenn, and I think it was a mistake to kill George yesterday.
Well, I want to kill as many townsfolk as we can before we kill the demon.
Good. Stephen, who had information that you thought was worth sharing?
A person.
Me.
Might that person is welcome to share if they so choose.
So
yeah, I'm.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Stephen. Sorry.
No, you should share your information.
Okay, I'm the fortune teller. And I checked Glenn and Peter, and I got a yes. And then I checked myself and Glenn and got a yes. That was 2 nights ago, and last night I checked myself and Lucas and I got a no.
Yeah,
So I
there's-
don't know.
on the
I
red
don't
herring,
think
yeah.
I was poisoned. I don't know. Maybe I'm too new, but I feel like there's no reason to stop poisoning the fortune teller, right?
So Glenn is either the demon or he's your red herring, one or the other.
Yeah.
Or Lucy is just lying.
Glenn
Yeah,
And
or
when
Lucy is lying.
Elliot,
Who
Elliot
said
said
that?
that we should kill Lucy,
Sorry.
then he was trying to cover for his demon. So I'm very suspicious of Lucy actually.
Yeah, so Lucy's our fortune teller.
So I would rather
So-
we
Can I-
executed Lucy than we executed
Can I
Glenn.
just,
But
can I just
Glenn
ignore
can't be
that
the-
and nominate Glenn? I would like to nominate Glenn.
All right, Lucy nominates Glenn. Lucy, your accusation.
Well, he's either the demon or the, what do you call it, red herring. Yeah, I don't know what Soren said. It sounded like something like I was lying. I'm not. So let's kill Glenn. Okay, thank you.
We should call it the blue herring because he's not a red character.
Anyways, Glenn, your defense.
Yeah, well, I'm a 100% good townsfolk. I think we should be killing evil, not good. It's obvious now I'm either the red herring or Lucy is lying. I still think that there's a poisoner out there. So potentially Lucy herself could be the demon and there's a poisoner out there covering because I got another 0 last night. So this is, I don't know. This feels like just an attempt to completely bury me and all the information that I've been trying to get for the townsfolk at the moment. So yeah, I will be counter nominating, but and I hope you guys go with me.
But I have information. Like I got a no yesterday. So if I'm not dead, I thought they're keeping me around to poison me, but I got a no. Why would you stop poisoning the fortune teller?
Which actually goes for me, doesn't it? You're attacking me on your information, yet you're a fortune teller. If there's a spy out there, you should be dead. But however, it's set in, you're obviously you're either lying or you're being set up to kill me. That's all I can say.
I don't get it.
Both
I'm
of you should be dead, actually.
No, but
I
that's
don't
the
know. I
argument.
don't know why I'm
Why don't we
still
kill
alive.
Lucas?
So
That's the argument, Lucy, is that the reason you would say that you got a no would be to clear yourself and whoever you've been protecting or whoever is protecting you.
Okay.
That's the argument that Glenn is making, and it is a valid one.
Sure.
all right.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start the vote for Glenn, and it's going to start with Soren. Here we go.
I think this is a bad kill still, and I think we should not get too many votes on it. Just the minimum.
Well, I think we should get a lot of votes
Yesterday
on it.
you
He's
told
gonna
us
counter
to
nominate
kill
me.
George because you wanted to hunt for the demon, Jeremy, and we didn't. So
I think what he said is he wanted to kill me because I was the Ravenkeeper. So
All right, 4 votes is enough. Glenn is on the chopping block with 4 votes.
I would love somebody to nominate George P. for me.
me too.
All right,
Me too.
I nominate George P.
All right, Steven nominates Joe. No.
Ah,
And
very,
George dies.
very effective.
There you go.
I'm the golem. He must not be the demon. I believe that it's either Glenn or George P. People really don't want me to be going for Glenn, so here we go. I will vote for George P. also. I'm not going to tie it though.
All right, George, your defense.
I'm just going to come out and say my role. I'm the mayor. By all means, if you want to kill me, do. I had a chat with Glenn a couple of days ago, and he was backing up Elliot's pretty heavily. And Elliot seems like the most evil player I've ever seen. So I'm personally very suspicious of Glenn. By all means, if you want to kill me, but I really think we need. Glenn got away with it yesterday. If he's going to get away with it today, then make sure he doesn't get away with it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to kill him tomorrow.
no, that's the problem. We cannot leave.
My own pertinent information following on that point. Yeah, we did let Glenn get like off the block yesterday. Now, like as this game's going on, Jeremy's kind of reading more evil to me, just because he's the one pushing for nominations and also pushing us away from people. So that's not set in stone, but that's just what I'm considering. Because
It is.
Pertinent information as well from me, just to add to that point, is I know George P. I stuck it up for Elliot because at the time I got a good ping on him, but it came out that he's the spy. It's obvious that he could just elude my he can elude my empath. So that's the reason why. That's the only reason why I believe he's the spy now.
George,
Pertinent information. Is any of this information actually going to be pertinent?
Okay, so I'm going to start the countdown. It's going to start with George P on George P. Here we go.
I think we made a mistake yesterday, and we shouldn't make the same mistake today.
Yes,
While
I
we're-
agree.
While we're talking about
We
this, what
need
the
to
heck
kill
is-
Glenn at one point, and let's rather kill him today than tomorrow.
What the heck's ranking up to you? by
Wow,
the way?
what
I
are we
haven't heard anything
doing?
From him. I think he's a demon.
Why are we not killing Glenn?
Steven,
yeah.
we can't. Yep.
Can't tie it.
Well, let's just use all the dead votes.
Can I just say, if you guys think
Yeah,
I'm the
please.
most evil player you've ever seen, you've obviously never seen Stephen when he's good.
So, 3 votes is not enough, and it's still on the chopping block.
All right, I did want to share. I am the fortune teller, and on night 0, I got today is up to you to create the perfectness you long for. And then on night 1, I got a friend asks only for your time, not for your money. And then last night, I got a
Can you do
smile.
countdown, please, Trey? Save us.
Can you start the countdown, Trey?
Yeah, please.
Can I
I
nominate a
want to
virgin,
hear
but
this.
like
I would
real,
like
real
to
life, so I
nominate
actually
Lucy.
die?
Glenn nominates Lucy.
All right, Glenn
nominate
is
ranking.
Oh.
All right, Glenn, your accusation.
Okay, so obviously this is a bad kill because this is Townsfolk. However, I don't know whether Lucy is Townsfolk or not, but between us, we're getting some misinformation. So that either means that she is the demon, potentially, or and maybe George P is the poisoner, or maybe it's vice versa. But I know I'm definitely not the kill you should be making. So based on the fact that everybody was jumping onto me because of potentially sort of misinformation and my zeros for crying out loud as an empath, I think for the same reason we should be looking towards Lucy. So I think ultimately, because I know I'm the good townsfolk, we should at least, we should. I don't think we should draw this, to be honest with you. I think we should just outright take out Lucy.
Okay, Lucy, your defense.
Well, I've shared my information pretty early in the game. People know that I'm the fortune teller. And also the spy's last breath was kill Lucy. So just I don't know.
That is true.
That's
I am
a really
the
good. That's a
fortune
really good
teller.
point. That's a really good point.
Because
It really is.
Elliot, his last sentence was kill Lucy. So yeah.
Yeah, well, you would
That's a
kill
really
yourself,
good
Lucy,
point.
so it was just something he said to protect you.
All right.
I don't think so.
Like, if for actual pertinent info, like, I think it's Glenn based on the Chef Zero and the demon sitting next to a spy would be that reason. That same logic also applies to Lucy, but I think Glenn now, Lucy later.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start the countdown on Lucy. It'll start with Elliot, not Elliot, because he didn't have a vote anymore. Glenn.
I don't think there's been any misinformation. I think it's been a spy, Scarlet Woman.
Don't let this tie.
So
I think it's Trey.
Since there's a spy, Lucas, what are you claiming? I haven't heard anything from you.
I told you my role.
Did you?
Yes.
All right, one vote
I
is
can't
done.
remember. What was it?
Yeah, well, if you don't remember, it's your own fault.
All right, any other nominations?
I don't think you did tell me.
I did.
George,
We did a
I
one
might
for
have-
one.
I might have been in that conversation where we hard claimed to each other.
Oh,
True, I
it's not
claimed.
that I didn't.
I
Yeah,
claimed my role
but
twice
before
to
that-
you, George.
Or he just told me earlier. It's not Lucas, I don't think.
I'll believe you. I'll believe you. I've
Thanks.
got the memory of a goldfish, so. forgive me.
Yeah.
All right, folks, and with that, Glenn has died, and the game is over.
Ha!
Wow.
Jeremy.
I was wrong, Glenn. You looked right.
I'm sorry, Glenn. He really made me feel bad.
So,
Oh my
Elliot,
god.
are you intoxicated at the moment?
No.
Next
I
thing
can
that happens
John
right
just
before
share
you
the
go through
grim
the
one,
game.
then I'll tell you
Let
what
Peter
happened.
share his story,
Yeah.
please.
Instead of me going first, I'm going to let Peter go first.
Okay, so here's what happened. So I pick my spot, and Trey says, "You're the poisoner." And I go, "Oh, okay, that's great." And then we waited for the other spots to fill in. And then when he came back to me for the night order, he said, "Your fellow minion is Elliot, and your demon is Glenn." So as a conscientious player, I wrote those down. I marked those in my grimoire. So when we woke up on the first day, I went and talked to Lucy and I talked to Brody and I told them I didn't wake up. And I implied to Brody that I was the Undertaker. And he said, "I've heard of a monk. I'll have him protect you." And I said, "Okay, great." So the day was about half over. Then I finally got a chance to talk to Elliot because, I would like to talk to Elliot. So I went to him and I said, "So what are you?" And he says, "I'm a bottom half townsfolk." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, yeah, I'm bottom half. What are you?" And I said, "I was told, Elliot, that you were my fellow minion." And he said, "I don't know anything about that. Why would you have been told that? That seems like a mistake." And I'm like, "Okay, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake, but I certainly didn't make two mistakes." So just before the day ended, I went to talk to Glenn. And I said, "Glenn, I think there's something going on here. There's something really weird because I was told Elliot was a minion." He said, "Yeah, he's the spy." and I said, "What?" So Glenn took me through the whole grimoire. And then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So anyway, long story short, we execute Elliot. And I'm like, okay, I know the whole grimoire now. I know there's no Undertaker and there's no Empath. So okay, I think this game is we're still okay. Because with an imp and a poisoner, and we know the grimoire, good should dominate.
Yeah.
So I go to Elliot when we wake up. And Brody says, "Can I jump in that chat?" And I'm like, well, it's going to look kind of evil if I say no. So I say, "Sure, yes, let's go in the chat." So we go in the room with Elliot, and Brody says, "Just to let you know, Peter, I tried to protect you. I was the monk, but I died." And I said, "Okay, well, I saw Elliot as the empath." And Elliot goes, "I wasn't the empath. You must be lying." I was like, what the fuck is going on? I said, are you the politician or what is happening? And he says, "No, I was the grave digger." So now I'm in a double claim, a private room with my own minion. That's the end of my story.
That was the thing that I had on Glenn because Peter had that story was what I initially what made me think it was Glenn because Peter I don't remember exactly what you said, but it definitely made me think Glenn was the demon.
So I would like to hear Elliot's to be the one.
Me too.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay, you're going to have front this point. Yeah, so I got a screenshot of everything night 0 and was still trying to sort of read something and get something down. I spoke to Glenn day 1 and we agreed that he was bluffing as the empath.
Okay.
I think when I spoke to you, I must have obviously not have realised, and I thought you were saying you got a minion ping on me.
No. Here's
yeah, I put my hands up to
here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip, and this is a beginner / teaching game. So let me just give you a little bit of info. If you're the spy and you know who the minion is, and they go into a room with you, take a glance at your sheet, at your screenshot, just a little peek.
Yeah,
so that you know who you're talking to.
Fair enough. I worked on confusion, just stuck to on that one. And then the next day, when you went in the room with me and Brody and said I was the empath, because I'd heard there had been double claim on soldier during the night, I was thinking I have to, or sorry, double claim on saint. I was thinking I should get out of being soldier to provide some extra room for people to bluff just in case. And so I thought, where do I go to? And that's where I when I thought that and didn't realise you'd been telling everyone you were the Undertaker. And then when you said I was the empath and I thought Glenn was bluffing as the empath, I thought the one thing I can't do is admit to being what I think the demon is telling everyone he is.
The other thing you can't do is get in a double claim with the poisoner. That's the one thing.
So I do have to apologise.
You can
to
say,
Lucas
hey,
and
Peter, I
Stephen
think you might be drunk or poisoned. You might have got some bad information, but you can't hard double claim me. Like, that's just... Oh my
That's why I was throwing Sis around at the end, because I was like, I
guys
don't know.
would have
Like,
had
surely.
the spy, the poisoner, and if you had gone through with Glenn, the imp, and it was basically because Elliot was working for good. He was the spy, but for the other team.
In the defense of good, Jeremy did play as a minion this game, so it was still even.
First of all,
He wasn't giving misinformation. He was just saying, I think this person's good. Elliot was literally sinking his team.
Sabotage.
Hey, I did that too. I sunk
You're
my
okay,
team.
Elliot.
I didn't get credit for
You're
nothing.
It still
gave
did
me a
all
good
add up
excuse.
for Glenn to be good and the red herring because Lucy
Sure.
had not checked George P. So
Yeah,
at least
sure.
my information was correct.
True.
And
I
I
just
didn't.
socially read Glenn terribly.
I didn't get to finish giving my fortune cookie information.
Ray, show this grimoire and read please.
Yeah. Well, show the grimoire. I will have to go.
I'm doing a hockey game in a couple hours, so I have to take off. But thank you for the game.
Right, so
Thank you,
there's
Peter, for the funny stories.
It was very good.
By the way, Jeremy was not the red herring. I usually use that token to remind myself that the recluse can register. So George was actually the red herring.
Oh yeah. Also, when I first talked to Elliot, the first chat, he told me about the grimoire. He said that the monk Brody was drunk, and I looked at the grimoire and went, "Wait a minute, there must be that's 3 outsiders. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on."
Was a drunk out there?
Oh my god!
No. So basically, I was like, in the end, I had to go, wait, screw it. Brody has to not be the drunk. I'm going to have to take him out before taking anybody else out. And that was it.
The other thing that I just want to point out before I run, I need to run, but I just want to say, because this is, once again, it's sort of a beginner game, and I'm being serious this time. I'm not joking anymore. If you are the demon and you have a poisoner and a spy and you know the whole grimoire, sometimes it's a good idea to let your poisoner do some work and not immediately kill all the valuable roles. Killing a librarian, killing a chef, killing a recluse or a butler even can hide the fact that there was a spy, and your poisoner is going to take care of, because he knows the grimoire too, is going to poison the fortune teller or the slayer or the monk to help you out. So that's just a little future tip for imps when they have a poisoner in play.
There should be a podcast. Tips for imps.
To be fair, I did want to give you a bit of space, but you guys died so goddamn fast.
All right, well, if I promise a quick game, who wants to play again?
I can't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean.
I do want breakout
The
rooms.
real question should be is who.
Well, I do feel a little bad for Evil. Poor Glenn. Oh, I don't even have this information correct. Well, things are changing. Dang it. Well, anyway, that is utterly useless. Because things changed. Anyway, they're playing a second game and they're getting ready for that. And soon I'll have to say goodbye to my forehead. But I do feel bad for Glenn, who was cleared by Jeremy. And he was making pretty good progress. However, I was listening to what people were saying, and a lot of worlds were adding up to Glenn being evil, and he was. And we caught him, and yeah, I felt bad because I did out his role, which is not something I did intentionally. But at the same time, I don't feel loyal if I think you're evil, and I did think he was evil. The other thing is he wanted to kill me when there were only 2 kills left, which felt weird because literally we would kill Lucas and George P, and it was definitely the solve. And sorry, the Grim changed. There were, and if we had killed those 2 people, I knew we hadn't solved the game, and at that point I felt pretty confident that Glenn was the demon. Anyway, I think I'm going to end because I'm getting very confused with the groom changing constantly. Thanks for watching. Until next time.